Trojans will put toe to leather and we'll get started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gather maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
The Horned Frogs come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Vaughn. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And the Horned Frogs have their offense in high gear. They're going to test the right side with this one. It's a fumble on the play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Oh, man, how about that? You get your first carry, you're so excited, trying to make a difference, trying to make a play, trying to prove yourself, and you coughed it up. That's not a good start. First carry to fumble it, give it to the other team.
And the good news for the offense, there's nowhere to go from here but forward. No gain on the first play. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number one on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme, and sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough. So got to continue to play well within the conference.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The Trojans have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Trying to beat him to the left. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
You know, these little 1 to 2, 3-yard gains early, they're like body blows in a boxing match, and those gains become 10, 12, 15-yarders as the game goes on and they wear this defense down.
And now on 3rd down after that last run. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Here comes the heat. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it 1st down at the 42.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Last time they had it, they put it on the deck. The football was not riveted to their ribcage, Jesse.
Need 5 points of pressure moving forward, no doubt. And I'll tell you, they knew coming into this game that turnovers were going to be critical. They might give themselves a mulligan for that one, David, but that can't keep happening.
Yeah, but don't change who you are and what you are. Don't get gun-shy because of mistakes. I think that usually turns into more mistakes. So keep doing you, keep being aggressive.
Wants to go up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Off to the races to the right. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, TCU! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Looking for blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Buys a little extra time. It's complete on the right side. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25.
This is why he's the quarterback leading his team, because he can do things like that, the unscripted stuff, and buy time, scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass down the field. Just so hard to stop as opposed to a guy that just stands in the pocket and you know exactly where he's going to be every single play.
Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Got it in the middle, it's Tootin. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, he hauls that pass in. Big play for the offense. The Trojans have had such a history at this receiver position, right? You go back to Mike Williams, Keyshawn Johnson, Juju, and then Jordan Addison. There's always a playmaker on the perimeter of the field for the quarterback to take advantage of, and they've got to keep feeding this guy the football. He is dangerous.
And already it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
Here comes the offense on second down. Sends it back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught close to the marker, it's Turner. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
And the Trojans look to keep this drive humming. Pulls and fires complete. Made a defender miss. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Trojans.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he makes the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. SMU is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Dallas, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 11 over Pittsburgh. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Phyllis?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
And on that play, great job by the receiver working his way through the traffic in the middle of the field. That's a crossing route. It's going to take him a couple seconds to get all the way to the other side of the field, but really nice awareness by him, making the catch, coming up with a big play.
Going to swing it on second down. Fires to the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gore. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The Horned Frogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Right back to him on the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
And the Horned Frogs will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Pick up a 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Give to the running back. There he goes. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. A first down run on the doorstep. He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Slams it ahead. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
So now on comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Into the secondary on the right. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Man, what a weapon in this offense. To have a tight end that you can throw the football to, not just over the middle, not just to move the sticks, but a guy like this that can absolutely blaze, like a Warren, like a Bowers we've seen over the years, that can make huge plays down the field after the catch.
Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
To the ground with the back. Breaks the tackle. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all over the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
They'll ride the hot hand. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Quarterback now breaking the field. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
The Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. They go to the ground.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Unloads to the wideout. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Holds it in down the middle. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They'll give it to the back. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Newton. Breaks into the open. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. To the air on first down. He's got the back in the middle. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. They'll immediately call timeout.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Looking downfield on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Pulls it in inside the 10. Makes a grab at the 6-yard line. It's 1st and goal. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll go to the air. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, USC! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They go to the draw. Creates a little space. Nice move to keep running. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. He's up to 57 yards on the ground in this one and now sets his sights on a 1,000-yard season. The Trojans can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give to the tailback. Turning it on! And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes that do it with ease.
And the Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Running back searching for a hole. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, in second down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
The Trojans are on the move. They'll toss it to the left. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
The best offenses are the ones that can run the football in the red zone when the defense knows it's coming. It's hard to throw the ball down in this area of the field. They go with the toss play, and they pick up a big game.
Power football with the run. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Snags it! And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And the Trojans have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's fourth down. Fourth down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
That brings us to third and goal from the 6 after they went backwards on the last one. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
Splits the uprights right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Horned Frogs moving quickly to the line.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The Horned Frogs are marching down the field. Takes a snap, wants to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. Got it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Horned Frogs! The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Syracuse is currently ahead in this one, but I don't see Jim Brown or Ernie Davis or even Donovan McNabb out there. This team has struggled to pull away. They're up by 5 over Nebraska. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Quick strike complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And you don't see that often when you're running a screen and you're featuring the running back and setting it up, but you go elsewhere. It's a nice job by the offense, nice job by the quarterback in particular, seeing the defense, saying, I can make a play somewhere else, and he goes and does it.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll leave it with him. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the third. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. They'll go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Wants to throw on first down. Looking to buy time. The throw. Got his man on the right. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. Looking down the middle. Got his man to the left. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
The Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run the toss. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. He now has 85 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. And the Trojans trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. They put together an 81-yard drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. And the Horned Frogs are in the hurry-up.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. It's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for sure.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Trying to set up the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Hauls it in. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. There he goes. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play. 15 yards on that one, and a first down.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And how about this quarterback, man? He's showing you a little bit of everything. He's had a great day throwing the football, spinning it around, scoring touchdowns, and now shows you he can pick them up and put them down, scrambling for the first down. He's had a day where he's really showing you he can do all things on the football field.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. The Trojans with the 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Extending the play. Takes a hit as he fires. Touchdown, Trojans! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off play action on first down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
He might want another play. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Looking to throw on first down. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Moving away from pressure. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Finds a man on the left. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. He's not afraid to go deep. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Touchdown, TCU!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense. Continue to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He's looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone for the two as they trim more off of that lead. An 84-yard drive there. And they close the deal for 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Off the play fake on first down. Gonna take a shot. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown, Trojans. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. And with that latest touchdown, he's looking to etch his name alongside the Trojan Immortals at quarterback.
Yeah, and there's so many stars that have played quarterback at USC that when they get the ball and they do their damage, guess what? They win big-time trophies. And this guy, you have days like this, week in and week out, you will be recognized as the best player in college football.
Snaps it in the shotgun. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
That keeps the score. USC 37, TCU 22.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34.
And your TCU Horned Frogs will take over. 1st and 10.
This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's going to throw deep right side. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals